My favorite essay that I wrote by this semester was my essay about what do I value. It took me a while to figure out what was truly important to me. I've always seen myself as a goofy, carefree person who never took anything as serious as it should be. Writing my essay on values forced me to dig deeper and really understand what keeps me going. I looked at all these values on the list, and I even Googled the term values in the hope of better understanding the term. After extensive research, not that extensive, that'd be dramatic, I realized that the value that I treasure the most is relationships. In this speech, or TED Talk ish kind of speech, I'm going to give you a lesson on the value and importance of relationships and why I find them so important. This is also, kind of TED Talk. Anyways, nothing is more crucial than building relationships with other people. What is the first thought that comes to mind when you think of relationships? Upon a quick Google search, the definition of a relationship is how two or more concepts, objects, or people are connected, or the state of being connected. The keyword I want to take away from this is connection. Having a true relationship with another person requires a connection. Everywhere I go, I like to connect with others. My goal is to always find some people that I can build a true relationship with. I pride myself on building relationships with other people. Now, I'm not saying it's bad to have a base level of friendship, but when I say relationship, I'm talking about a genuine bond between the two. You can't expect someone that you're just acquaintances with to pick you up from the airport at 3 a.m. off of the whim. But if you build a legitimate relationship with a person, you can expect them to go out of their way for you. Because maybe at one point when building that relationship, you went out of your way for them. Now, I'm not saying a relationship is all about exchanges, but helping others and them helping you is important. Isn't that how the world works? Building a relationship gets rid of all that shallow barrier of hollow friendship. Again, there's nothing inaccurate about having a friendship with somebody. I'm just trying to articulate to you the difference and importance between the two. In my own life, I always focus on building relationships with people. But building relationships is a sort of like an investment. I see it as giving a part of yourself to somebody in hope of exchange for the same. It takes the most valuable currency in the world to build relationships. And what is that currency? Time. Time can neither be created nor destroyed, it just is. It takes time to build that special relationship with a person. No amount of money can buy a true friend. If your friendship with somebody focused on money, it isn't real. The only way to have a strong link with someone is to spend time, meaningful time with them. Now, it is possible to form bonds with the wrong people. Having a relationship with the wrong person can damage you. If you build with the wrong people, you will not positively progress in life. Notice how I said that you will not progress, you will still progress in life, but not positively. This can be confusing for some. It was for me. It is very easy to get knotted up with the wrong crowd. And when you realize you are with the wrong kind of people, it can be too late. Surrounding yourself with the right people is very crucial to progressing in life. It can make or break you, or simply waste your time, which sucks. We need time. There's not enough time. Personally, forming meaningful relationships in my life has benefited me in countless ways. There's a part of my life where I was battling sickness due to the fact that I took the time to form strong, meaningful relationships with amazing people. I was able to not fight my battle alone. While I was cooped up in my house, I received phone calls and texts from people who really cared about me. There are conversations I had with people during that time that I'll never forget to this day. I can credit all of this to the astonishing relationships I formed with others. I can only imagine if I had spent my time forming bonds with the wrong people, how my experience would have been different. Although it is hard for me to look back on that time of my life, it brings me extreme comfort reminiscing on the things people sacrificed for me. There is unknown power in receiving support and love from others. That is all praise to creating crucial bonds with others. To look at what I value to me is a way of looking into myself. I have to look at my entire life so far and evaluate what is special to me. If you were to ask me what I valued 4 years ago when I was a freshman in high school, I probably would have said something drastically different. But after going to one of the most competitive high schools in Texas, which put me through extremely difficult times in my life, I learned just how important it was to form relationships with the right people. My freshman year of high school was one of the most challenging years of my life. I was coming from public school and I was nowhere near academically prepared. After a month of going there, I was begging my parents for me to transfer to a school I was going to. If it wasn't for the teachers and friends I formed bonds with freshman year, I almost like would have eventually transferred to a different school, which would have probably been the biggest mistake of my life. This is just a small glimpse of my passion for the value of friendship, relationships. I really connected with this unit this semester because it challenged me to look into myself and ask the real questions.